So you have been hearing this word blockchain many a times, right? But most of the people, they have this question that what is this blockchain? How it works? Is it some business? Is it a technology? And what is the role of blockchain in real life? How it's changing the world? So to answer all these questions, we have Mr. Rajiv Bordoloi with us, who is a founder of TPCRA World. He is blockchain expert and he's a mechanical engineer, but now he is associated with many international organizations. He's giving them technology consultation. He's a member of various bodies abroad, and in India also he's contributing towards education. So let's know more about blockchain and understand how this business happens and what are the opportunities in business world for the blockchain technology. Welcome, Mr. Rajiv.
Thank you so much, Ashish. It's really nice to be e-meeting you.
Yeah, this is the new normal.
Right.
So great, Mr. Rajiv. So I just want to understand from you, like the word blockchain, right? But before we talk about the blockchain, we want to know more about you and TPCRA. What is TPCRA World? How it operates? Yeah.
Right. It's absolutely great to come here and speak to you about the subject, because I do keep speaking about it on and off in various platforms and webinars, but always it's good to connect to one-on-one with people to make them educate, and also your audiences who would look into this perhaps. First of all, TPCRA as an organization, we started functioning around 2.5 years back. Okay. Roughly 4 months, to be more precise, 4 months before the first COVID wave actually came in. Prior to that, it was more of like corporate exposure for me all throughout my career of 18-20 years. I have been working with various organizations, global and Indian analysis. And then somehow, because technology was always an inclination from the very beginning, and we thought what better time it could be than to get form a sort of a consortium where we can bring in a lot of emerging technologies into the Indian market, because the technology landscape, as we all are seeing, was changing very fast. So TPCRA was born in that way. And initially, even though we started with AI, machine learning, robotics, and RPA, robotic process automation, a lot of technologies, but eventually blockchain was something which hold our attention very high. And looking at the scope and the potential, when we ventured deep down into this technology, we found that it is not just an information technology, actually, it's more of an institutional technology. So that's how we ventured into the blockchain space, and we keep moving, and then government, industry, academia, then bridging all the gaps between them, and how to educate the masses, and then how to give up business opportunity for people, and a lot of things and activities we started growing around this organization step by step. It was not a one-day journey, of course.
It happens. It takes a lot of time to grow a venture. So because you are right, a mechanical engineer, right? So what did inspire you to start your venture in technology, which is a different domain? And instead of doing some job or pursuing your existing professional career with various companies, why did you decide to start your own venture, and that too in technology?
Yes, of course. I think coming into an entrepreneurial journey was not a decision which came up all of a sudden. Obviously, I mean, for all working professionals, that thing is always there. We want to do something even on our own, maybe something which would be at the bigger picture for the society, for a lot of students, because we as an engineer, we see sometimes that there is a lot of gap in what we learn and what we apply in the reality, and what are the opportunities in the industry. So coming from that background, we thought that because emerging technology is coming up so fast and never so fast like this before, and we having internet as a primary medium of communication, so we thought that this masses of educating the masses in new technology could be taken up through the internet at a much faster level. Okay, and that's how I think that was the first thought that this is a scalable thing. We can capture a huge market, not only India, maybe abroad, globally. We are not looking into any boundaries, but there is a huge demand and supply gap. Which
So
we
you had
saw.
taken this decision even before COVID, because after COVID, technology has grown like anything. It's very fast.
Yes, yes.
But I
I
think
still remember us. It's a
you had
very interesting.
made your mind earlier, huh?
Yes, I still remember a very interesting story. We brought in Discovery Education to India, and then we told up the schools that, hey, this is a very good subject, but it has to be learned virtually. It has to be learned virtually from US, and some of the, very interesting concepts in physics, chemistry, and maths is there in this. But it has to be done through Microsoft Teams or Zoom or platforms like that, okay, or Google Meet. And they looked at us blank space. They said that what is all this you are talking about? Microsoft Teams or Google Meet or Zoom, what are you talking about? And that we started around January 2020. At that period of time, China was in the phase of COVID, but we Indians, we thought that, okay, we are still safe. It's not here.
Yeah, see, the way, these video conferencing, virtual realities are growing, obviously the blockchain could be the next the common thing among, even the students and people would be, building some apps on this blockchain, right? So what do you see a blockchain as a future in India? How do you see it?
Yes, I look at it from this perspective, Ashish, that in 94 or 95, if you have asked me the same question that, Rajiv, what do you think about internet?
Okay,
Okay, in 96 or 97 maybe, or 95, 94, around that time, 94 to 97, okay, when internet came into, there were a lot of speculations among the acceptability of internet by
acceptability was difficult, yes,
by organizations for doing day-to-day common businesses. And that was Web 2, entry of the Web 2, the internet. The same question now we can reverse it in 2022. How do you look at blockchain? Okay,
blockchain,
because blockchain is not eating up the internet, but it is making the internet a more stable place, a more trustworthy place to be into. Okay, we will be doing the communication in the same manner, but at the back end, a lot of things will be recorded which cannot be tampered.
Okay.
Number one. And secondly, most of the things on the internet, if we talk about, say, your phone is a smartphone, right? It will have a lot of applications in it, I guess. Everybody, all of us, we have a lot of applications. We call it the mobile application. Those mobile applications are built on Web 2 right now. Okay. So Web 2 mobile application means the moment we interact with the application, we generate data. So where is the data going? Who is looking up at those data?
Okay. Yes, right.
So generally right now what happened, all the data are going into a central server, okay, of various companies, whosoever company dealing with Google, Facebook, Ola, Uber. So that goes into various servers. That means that goes into a single one or two place only. If they have 2 servers or 3 servers, maybe it goes into that single place. Okay, that's how these organizations, to protect your data, they have to spend millions of dollars to protect your data from cyber threat or cyber security. Okay, that we call it.
Yeah.
But the sad thing, in spite of the millions of dollars spent by these big companies, still those data get sold in the market for peanuts. You might be coming across, being an entrepreneur, you might have come across that take the data of XYG, Facebook user, take the data of 10 plus 2 students, take the data of Make My Trip users, take the data of Baiju. Even companies like Baiju, who is $1 million funded, who has got a robust cybersecurity team spending millions of dollars, even their data gets sold for 5,000, 6,000 rupees. Why this
So
is happening?
blockchain
Because
broadly would protect the data.
you
That's
can
how we can
say,
see it.
yes, to a large extent, depending on the framework that organization, what framework of blockchain it adopts. Okay.
Okay.
Because there are different frameworks in blockchain. Okay. So it depends on what framework the organization is adopting. Obviously, data protection comes as a inbuilt feature in that. Why? Because every copy that get exchanged in that platform, there are not single copy, there are multiple copies that gets made and stored. The moment anybody hacks a data, so what happened, that intimation comes to everyone in that, that something is wrong, somebody is trying to hack that particular system. Okay. And then immediately there is a system whereby we can reverse the corrupt data into the actual data, because the copy of that data stores everywhere. So we can reverse the mechanism. So that's how the data is also getting protected in a way.
Blockchain broadly is used by the bigger organizations, large organizations, or does it have some applications for the normal users as well?
Yes, in 2022, right now we are at just the beginning point of this technology. Okay, so that's why if we look into the top 100 companies of the world by market capitalization, 87 of them has already started working blockchain. On blockchain technology. Of course, the leaders, they have their monetary, they have their bandwidth, scalability, so they are the first early mover. But at the same time, let me tell you that a college student from a hostel, can easily build up a DApp, decentralized application, not an app. App runs on your internet, DApp runs on the blockchain.
DApp runs on blockchain.
So
that's also a kind of app?
Yeah, but for us is, both app and DApp looks the same. You don't know it. As a user, you don't know it.
Okay.
So, it looks the same. But the backend is DApp.
Blockchain.
Okay, it's blockchain. But the front end remains same for both the applications. Okay. So even an engineer from his hostel, while he's still pursuing his engineering, can build up a DApp. The only thing which is lacking in the market right now is how to build a DApp.
How to build a DApp? Yes.
Education.
Okay. So, and is it easy to build a DApp if the technology is made available?
Yes, I will tell you. Right now, see what happened for a blockchain developer. So there are two type of developers. One is the 70-80% what the market needs is the one who can build a DApp. Okay. For building a DApp, you need JavaScript or Python, which most of the engineers, they know it.
Right. Okay.
Apart from that, they have to learn one or two more additional languages of blockchain. It's called Solidity or Ethereum or Hyperledger, and some of it, so that and do some hands-on projects. But more or less, it's same. They don't have to learn anything from zero or from the scratch. Okay. They already know the things, but they need to know additional one or two more programming and start building up dApps in that way. So those are the software developers, blockchain.
And they know how to integrate these languages and build a DApp.
Yes, and build a DApp and make it run on the blockchain platform. Okay.
Is the blockchain an open source technology or it's owned by somebody?
No, it's an open source. Blockchain
is the
beauty about it. It's an open source.
Okay. Yeah. So it's an open source and available for the world to play around.
Yes.
Yeah. The cryptocurrency is also built on blockchain.
Yes, cryptocurrencies is also a part of the blockchain. You can say
part
the
of
blockchain is the highway. The blockchain is the highway.
Yeah.
And cryptocurrency is one car on the highway.
Okay.
So in a way, like in the highway, there are many cars of different model. Apart from that, there are pedestrians. There are various other transports also that run on the highway, right? And cryptocurrency is one single car on the highway.
That's one application of blockchain.
Which got the initial recognition, and everybody came to know about cryptocurrency for good, bad, ugly, whatever reason. And they somehow seems to equate blockchain with cryptocurrency, but both are very different.
But now I understand that many, financial institutions, banks and all, they are building their applications on blockchain, and because this is more secured and
Right. When we come into sector-wise use, Ashish, the which sector, you can put it this way, like which sector is the one which has adopted blockchain the most till now, 2022?
Okay.
So that's the finance sector.
Finance sector, yes.
Finance sector has applied around 35 to 40% of the finance sector is working on blockchain.
Yeah.
And after that, the next most interesting sector is the government. Not only government of India. 192 countries across the globe, their government are working into blockchain right now.
Oh, really?
And you'll be surprised to know that that's the reason why government of India also has a blockchain roadmap of 10 years. Already drafted. The first draft came in January 2020. Second draft came into January 2021. Okay. So that is like blockchain technology roadmap for Government of India.
For Government of India. And it will go to the state level as well?
Yes. Tamil Nadu is the first state that has the blockchain policy roadmap of 10 years designed on September 2020. And now all the other 29 states will follow very soon because a lot of blockchain works are going on. So after finance, it's the government sector. So you can very well imagine that we do not have we all are talking about smart cities. Okay. Smart cities. You are using a smartphone, right? So your phone is smart because it is connected to internet. Internet से connect है इसलिए smart है. But why are the cities smart then? Smart cities का concept ये है कि हो सकता है हमारे बहुत सारे audience है आपके, मैं थोड़ा explain करना चाहता हूँ. Smart city means वो city internet के साथ connect.
आप जरूर कीजिए. मैं आपको एक चीज ये भी बताना चाहूँगा because the city where I live, Dharamshala is also a smart city.
Great. Now the concept. Let's talk about the concept. Why call it smart city? Why your phone is not a phone and a smartphone? Smartphone क्यों है? बिकॉज ये इंटरनेट के साथ कनेक्ट है और आपको समझता है. आपके फोन बहुत सारी चीजें आपके लिए आसान कर देते हैं आपके फोन, बिकॉज इंटरनेट के साथ प्राइमरली इंटरनेट के साथ कनेक्ट आपका फोन. तो सिमिलरली वो सिटीज इंटरनेट के साथ कनेक्ट होंगे. वो सिटीज में क्या क्या होते हैं? प्राइमरली पुलिस स्टेशन, हॉस्पिटल्स, एजुकेशंस, इंडिविजुअल हाउसहोल्ड्स, property taxes, blah 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 blah, all the things getting converted into connected to internet. Okay. ये फर्स्ट फेज हो गया, इंटरनेट से कनेक्ट हो गया. अब इसको टेक्नोलॉजी को क्या बोलते हैं? IoT, इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स. ओके, IoT टेक्नोलॉजी. सो IoT टेक्नोलॉजी के थ्रू से हमने सिटी को स्मार्ट बना दिया. वी हैव मेड द सिटी स्मार्ट. नाउ द नेक्स्ट चैलेंज कम्स. द मोमेंट इट बिकम्स स्मार्ट, it produce something. What does it produce? It produce data. Data. And those data are tremendously valuable.
Yes.
Middle East जो पहले ऑयल में चलता था, अब बोलता है ऑयल को मारो गोली. We want to come to emerging technology, AI, machine learning, IoT, blockchain.
Right.
Because Middle East always deals in one primary thing, which is gold. Okay? Like oil was the gold earlier. Now data is the new gold. Okay. So जैसे ही डेटा प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, ये डेटा लीक होने से बहुत सारा हैसल्स आ सकता है. आपका हेल्थ डेटा फॉर एग्जांपल गॉट लीक टू द मार्केटिंग कंपनी.
Yes.
What could be the consequences? There could be fear selling. आपको डरा के कोई बोलेगा नहीं ये करवा लो, टेस्ट नहीं करवाओगे तो आप. So that's why IoT जैसे ही कनेक्ट हुआ उसको ब्लॉकचेन में लाना बहुत जरूरी है. इसलिए गवर्नमेंट जो है सबसे तेजी से मूव कर रहे हैं ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी को और एक इंस्टीट्यूशनल रोड मैप ड्राफ्ट कर रहे हैं. आपको जान के हैरान होगा कि कोई भी इमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजी जैसे आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, IoT, मशीन लर्निंग, ये सब जो भी AR, VR, ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी, वर्चुअल रियलिटी, जितने भी आप नए नए टेक्नोलॉजी का नाम लो, किसी का भी कोई रोड मैप गवर्नमेंट के पास नहीं है, क्योंकि ये सारे खाली टेक्नोलॉजी है. These are only technologies. बट ब्लॉकचेन एक टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं है, वो एक इंस्टीट्यूशनल टेक्नोलॉजी है जो पूरे मतलब it's a game changer.
It's a solution, you can say,
It's
right?
a solution, you can
It's a
say. So that's
solution.
why blockchain technology का road map not only with government of India, हर एक देश के पास मौजूद है. ऑस्ट्रेलिया में जाओ आप, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में मार्च 2019 में उनका ब्लॉकचेन रोड मैप पॉलिसी डिजाइन हुआ था.
ओके.
एंड वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. ये सब पब्लिक डोमेन में है, लोग अगर जानना चाहते हैं दे कैन गो थ्रू इट. कितना एम्बिशियस प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं एंड दे कुड बी पार्ट ऑफ दिस प्रोजेक्ट्स एक्चुअली.
Great, very great, very detailed information, and you have explained it in a very simple way, and people can now, I think, understand. Even a person who is new to this technology would be able to understand the importance of blockchain. Now, Rajiv ji, tell me one more thing, that as an entrepreneur, the people who want to do business, what are the business opportunities in this domain?
Yes, मैं आपका ये क्वेश्चन आंसर करने से पहले और एक मतलब मैं रेज करता हूँ और एक पॉइंट. जैसे टेक्नोलॉजी हम बोल रहे हैं, ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी, सबको लगता होगा इसमें इंजीनियर्स का ही काम है, क्योंकि ऐप तो वही बना सकते हैं और डेव भी वही बनाएगा जो है, और ब्लॉकचेन आर्किटेक्चर जो फ्रेमवर्क है वो भी वही लोग बनाएगा. तो बाकी सारे जो पढ़ रहे हैं, जैसे एमबीए के स्टूडेंट्स पढ़ रहे हैं, बीबीए के पढ़ रहे हैं, या मान लीजिए कोई कॉमर्स ग्रेजुएट है, आर्ट्स है, तो वो लोग
नॉन टेक्नोलॉजी बैकग्राउंड से,
नॉन टेक्नोलॉजी के लिए स्कोप है. द आंसर इज अ वेरी बिग यस. आप फेसबुक यूज कर रहे हो, लेकिन जरूरी नहीं है कि आप फेसबुक बनाना जानते हो.
That's right.
You are using the application side of
it. You are using
business,
the application, right? Not developing it.
Not developing it. So similarly, blockchain बहुत सारे business marketing specialist required है market में अभी, जो blockchain projects का fundamental बारीकी से जाने और organizations को advise करे कि हाँ, मैं अगर blockchain adopt करना चाहता हूँ मेरे सप्लाई चेन में या मेरे मॉडल में, एग्जिस्टिंग मॉडल में, मुझे कोई चेंजेस नहीं करना है, इसको बस ऐसे रिप्लिकेट करना है. सेकेंडली, बहुत सारे अपॉर्चुनिटीज प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर्स के लिए भी हैं, जो एक तरीके से डेवलपर और क्लाइंट दोनों का जो मतलब ब्रिज है ना. सो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर इज अ ब्रिज बिटवीन बोथ दिस रोल्स, क्योंकि क्लाइंट को सिंपल भाषा समझ आते हैं और डेवलपर्स टेक्निकल भाषा बोलते हैं. तो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर एक ऐसा रोल है जिनको टेक्निकल भी समझ है सारा चीजें और एप्लीकेशन साइड भी आइडिया है, सिंप्लीफाई करके बताते हैं. अब अगर बिजनेस की बात करें कि एंटरप्रेन्योर्स के लिए क्या स्कोप है ब्लॉकचेन में, ये एक तरीके से दिस इज अ ह्यूज स्कोप. सबसे पहला हमें आता है कि एक जब ऐसे टेक्नोलॉजी जहाँ पे सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ द बिजनेस लाइक फाइनेंस, जिसमें 40% फाइनेंस सेक्टर इन्वॉल्व हो गया है, गवर्नमेंट उसके बाद ही गवर्नमेंट हुआ है, 20% इज गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर, तो वो टेक्नोलॉजी डेफिनेटली बहुत पावरफुल है. ओनली थिंग इज दैट लैक ऑफ अवेयरनेस, राइट अवेयरनेस एंड नॉलेज. तो बिजनेस के लिए क्या होगा, सबसे पहले तो फंडामेंटल्स एंड बेसिक्स सबको ये टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में जानना है. उसके बाद बहुत ही अलग अलग टाइप का बिजनेस ये लोग जो है एंटरप्रेन्योर्स शुरू कर सकते हैं, जैसे ऐप बनाना.
Even I think that educating people on blockchain could itself be a business model that can generate revenue. Training people, training could be one. Secondly, after training, कोई मतलब मान लो आप इंडिया में बैठा हुआ है and he is taking projects from across the globe, right?
ठीक है ना, बट उनके पास ब्लॉकचेन इंजीनियर्स हैं जो बना सकते हैं. तो वो अगर हैं तो ये लोग प्रोजेक्ट्स ले सकते हैं.
Yeah, they can work like all other IT development companies are operating from India, developing IT projects for international.
और तीसरा एक जो कोई टेक्नोलॉजी में नहीं है वो ब्लॉकचेन में है, they can also be like stock market traders. अब ट्रेडर्स, आप मुझे पूछो स्टॉक मार्केट में निफ्टी सेंसेक्स में कौन काम कर सकता है राजीव जी? कोई मतलब आर्ट्स कॉमर्स साइंस ग्रेजुएट्स कोई है ऐसा? द आंसर इज ए नो. ही नीड टू हैव अ फ्लेयर फॉर इन्वेस्टमेंट्स
या
इन्वेस्टमेंट का फ्लेयर होना चाहिए, फाइनेंस का एक फ्लेयर होना चाहिए. तो अगर ऐसा करना चाहता है कोई भी लोग कर सकता है, बट फंडामेंटल क्लियर होना चाहिए और बेसिक्स क्लियर होना चाहिए. नॉट ऑन एनीबॉडी सेइंग कि वो बोल रहे हैं अच्छा है तो मैं लगा दिया पैसा, नॉट ऑन दैट साइड. इट्स अ वेरी सीरियस थिंग एंड एनीबॉडी कैन अर्न लॉट ऑफ पैसिव इनकम्स, लॉट ऑफ पैसिव इनकम फ्रॉम दिस. अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट जिस रेट से है अब आज के डेट में, अगर थोड़ा एजुकेशन मिलते हैं और वो लोग अच्छे ब्लॉकचेन प्रोजेक्ट्स का हिस्सा बन जाते हैं, तो दैट इज ए इनकम फॉर लाइफ व्हिच दे विल गेट। मैं आपको और एक बहुत अहम चीज यहाँ पे बोलना चाहता हूँ। हम लोग 200 साल से जो दिखते आ रहे हैं, वी हैव सीन ओनली कैपिटलिस्ट इकोनॉमी।
या
इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हो, सपोज एक स्कूल है, स्कूल में एक टॉप मैनेजमेंट टीम रहेगा और उनके एम्प्लॉयज रहेंगे, बहुत सारे एम्प्लॉयज रहेंगे, लेकिन पैसा जो लगाते हैं वो स्कूल में, वो टीम अलग है। द इन्वेस्टर टीम इज
investors are different, yes,
इन्वेस्टर्स आर डिफरेंट एंड वर्कर्स आर डिफरेंट।
the management is different, investors are different.
यस, सो ये एक सेंट्रलाइज्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का स्ट्रक्चर, सेंट्रलाइज्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, कोई भी सेंट्रलाइज्ड, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट को उठा लो, गूगल को उठा लो, दीज आर ऑल सेंट्रलाइज्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। एक इन्वेस्टर टीम इज डिफरेंट एंड द वर्कर टीम इज डिफरेंट, ओके। बट ब्लॉकचेन में अभी फ्यूचर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो आ रहे हैं उसको बोलते हैं DAO, डाओ। डाओ यानी कि डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड ऑटोनोमस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन।
Okay.
डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड ऑटोनोमस, डाओ इज द फ्यूचर फॉर नेक्स्ट 20 साल। अभी हम लोग 2022 में ये रिकॉर्डिंग कर रहे हैं।
And what would be the structure of these organizations?
DAO organizations are automated organizations mostly,
Right.
जहाँ पे CEO, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट नहीं रहते हैं, जहाँ पे जितने भी वो कम्युनिटी के मेंबर्स हैं वो लोग वोटिंग सिस्टम, ऑटोमेटेड वोटिंग सिस्टम, कुछ भी नया जो पब्लिक के लिए अच्छा है, यू आर ए पार्ट ऑफ एनी डाओ, सो आपके लिए जो अच्छा है, आपके हित में जो होगा, आप वोटिंग दोगे और वोटिंग में जो मेजॉरिटी होगा वो इम्प्लीमेंट होगा, वो सिस्टम है, उसको डाओ।
That's how the decisions will be taken.
Decisions will be taken or any major decisions will be taken through DAO, through voting.
Okay. Right.
इसका मतलब है जो वर्कर है वो एक तरीके से कंपनी को चला भी रहे हैं। So that is the future organizations. Already lot of DAO organizations are getting built up in Singapore, in US, in even India, and lot of these things are coming up. And gradually हम लोग भी धीरे धीरे मतलब उसी डायरेक्शन पे जाएंगे, यही उम्मीद कर रहे हैं।
That's very interesting.
अच्छा है,
yeah.
Anything which is very interesting and make your life easy, लोग उसका एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी बहुत ज्यादा होता है। मैं अगर आपको बोलता हूँ आप गूगल पे या फोन पे यूज मत करो आसिफ जी, यू विल नॉट लिसन टू मी बिकॉज ये आपका लाइफ इजी करते हैं। So similarly, in a way, blockchain is going to make a lot of the things easier for common people.
So Rajiv ji, since you have started your business 2-3 years ago, right? How you are experiencing it? How's your experience with the entrepreneurial journey?
Yes, I would say that it was more of a passion. So when you have a passion for anything, आपको feel नहीं होता है कि time कैसे निकल गया। Still मुझे लगता है कि it was just like yesterday. I came into this, and so many things to be done, and so many things are getting done. So you don't realize the time how it flies. But as सब लोग कहते हैं कि नए बिजनेस का बहुत सारा ups and downs and ये हर एक बिजनेस का फंडामेंटल होता है। ये हमारे बिजनेस में भी है। जैसे एक सपोज पार्टनरशिप आप ढूंढना चाहते हो अपने बिजनेस के लिए, सो यू शुड सिलेक्ट द राइट सेट ऑफ पीपल, माइंडसेट जो विजन्स के साथ अलाइन करे लॉन्ग टर्म। ओके, इफ यू डू नॉट get a good selection of that, then there will be difficulties way forward and there will be some hiccups.
Definitely. See, individually nobody can run a business. You need to have a chain of people. Like blockchain, there should be a human chain.
Yes, and a good team is always a very important recipe for success. You need a very good team, skilled team, जो मतलब एक important है हर एक बिजनेस की तरह, इसमें भी important है। बट ये बिजनेस में 2-3 चीजें बहुत अहम है कि आप रिमोटली, द होल ब्लॉकचेन कम्युनिटी इज कनेक्टेड टू ईच अदर ग्लोबली।
ओके,
अभी जैसे 11 आफ्टर 11 PM मेरा टाइम शेड्यूल शुरू होता है डेवलपमेंट टीम के साथ। सो समबडी फ्रॉम इंडोनेशिया, समबडी फ्रॉम मलेशिया, समबडी फ्रॉम टर्की, somebody from India, we all join in, we had good times, we discussed about projects and all. So different time zones, so it has made the world a very small place. Community जो है blockchain basically community game, community work,
right?
एक bonding रहते हैं, bonding है, community है, there's a community of developers, there's a community of projects, I think build up. It's only trick is to get associated with the right set of community. फिर धीरे धीरे क्या होगा कि ऑटोमेटिकली द कम्युनिटी इज गेनिंग फ्रॉम द प्रोजेक्ट्स। the whole community. आप एक individual हो, but because you are also part of the community, maybe आपने initially इतना contribution नहीं करा है, but you are a part of a good community. But you are automatically, you are also becoming rich in the process.
Okay.
You are gaining financially, you are gaining.
Right. So the community is helping each other, right?
Community is
community
helping.
members.
ये मैंने बहुत ही अलग देखा, जो मतलब नहीं है, कोई और टेक्नोलॉजी में ऐसे काम नहीं होता है जैसे ब्लॉकचेन.
Okay.
That is a good part about it.
It's a community-driven,
technology,
venture.
Technology, entire
Even the venture.
technology, even the venture is community.
Right.
It's very important.
Okay.
So, प्लस माइनस है. एक माइनस बहुत बड़ा है कि when you are talking about community, so it has to be a good community. अगर कम्युनिटी में इंटेंशंस खराब है तो बहुत सारे लोग एक साथ मिलके they might commit a big blunder or a big scam. So that's why the public need to be very much aware about certain fundamentals कि कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट को क्या क्या देखना चाहिए. तो इसलिए नॉलेज इज द ओनली वे. मतलब अगर पढ़ लेते हैं थोड़ा बहुत कोई भी सेक्टर से हो तो
And secondly, if the technology is powerful, it has its negative aspects also.
Yes.
Right.
टेक्नोलॉजी हमेशा वो क्या होता है, पावर्स होते हैं. नाउ द पीपल हु आर यूजिंग द टेक्नोलॉजी, वेदर दे आर यूजिंग इट फॉर द गुड,
Or the bad.
what are the things they want to use it, whether they want to use it for solving a problem or for just selfish needs,
Or for creating a problem.
Creating a problem, or maybe for others and at their own selfish gain. Okay, so that's why.
That's very interesting talking to you, Rajiv ji. Anything other than this blockchain, do you want to say something about business, that how the business owners should the decisions when it comes to, especially as you said, the picking up the right kind of person in your team is very important.
Right.
So what are the parameters they should look, even while having a co-founder, while having a partner, investor? Right. What type of person should be there? What do you think?
Yes. See, we ourselves has gone for investment round, so we are very particular in that. Because sometimes it happens that you learn in a hard way, okay, or in a way that practically. But the thing is that that's a very much a part of the business. Okay, we should not be disheartened. First of all, कभी भी मायूस नहीं होना चाहिए कि मेरा एक गलती हो गया, ये हो गया तो ये है. अगर इंटेंशन आपका सही है तो आपको लगे रहना चाहिए. बिकॉज क्या होता है, मैंने ये देखा है कि ऑटोमेटिकली द राइट पीपल विल स्टार्ट गेटिंग एसोसिएटेड विथ यू बिकॉज ऑफ योर इंटेंशंस. Okay.
Yes.
And you'll start forming. So, but अगर आपका intention weak है या कहीं पे strong intention नहीं रख रहे हो आप, तो हो सकता है टाइम लगे आपको. बट अगर इंटेंशन बहुत स्ट्रांग है, आप अच्छा करना चाहते हो, तो मार्केट में बहुत अच्छे लोग हैं आज के डेट में भी. सो विल स्टार्ट एसोसिएटिंग विथ यू एंड आई थिंक forming the
they'll come forward and they'll help you definitely.
They'll help you.
Intention बहुत अच्छा करता है.
So that's why your what business you are doing, what help you want to do to the society. Okay. So that is what problem are you solving. Ultimately सब लोग business करते हैं तो एक basic चीज होता है कि problem है उसको मैं आसान बना रहा हूँ कुछ हद तक, और कम भी लोगों को कम भी ये हो रहा है, सस्ता भी हो रहा है सबको. If that is the fundamental, then I think your business sooner or later it will succeed. मतलब हो ही नहीं सकता.
Wonderful. This is really a good value addition that you have just shared.
हो सकता है एक साल के जगह में 2 साल लगे, 2 साल की जगह में 3 साल लगे. But the thing is that it will definitely grow. अगर fundamental आपका सही है, तो intention सही है और आप कुछ problem solve कर रहे हो.
Wonderful, really. Thank you, Rajiv ji, and for being here. And you have really explained blockchain in a very simple way. You have also shared what are the business opportunities, right? How people can learn it, what is the future. And of course, your business tips and advice will definitely help my viewers. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ashish ji. The pleasure is equally mine. And I think ब्लॉकचेन अपने आप में एक बहुत अच्छा सब्जेक्ट आपने लिया है, जहाँ पे बहुत सारे ह्यूमन प्रॉब्लम्स सॉल्व कर सकते हैं अगर सही तरीके से, सही मायने में टेक्नोलॉजी को देखा जाए।
थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक यू।